The mirror exercise is really the only tool that you need to come into union with your true twin flame. It also is a way to really create a self-loving relationship with yourself, being able to see how your inner reality is manifesting into your outer reality. But you want to make sure that you're not using it in the wrong way. So stay tuned so that we can get all the way through on how to use this properly to attract your true twin flame. I am Kanisha. Peace, love, and faith. Definitely like and subscribe. Now, the mirror exercise is meant to help you heal separation consciousness within your own consciousness and also within your union consciousness of your twin flame union. You and your twin flame share the same subconscious mind, so you will get a lot of telepathic communications. A lot of the times you guys are in each other's dreams, you're thinking the same thing, you want the same food, you're wearing the same color. You get my drift. And so I've experienced this a lot within my union. Sometimes it can be a little eerie because it's like he finishes my sentence, or he knows exactly what I'm feeling without having to say anything, and sometimes it feels like he's in my mind. So I know that it is really important to be aware of your thoughts and what you are thinking and what you are feeling. If you're in a place of separation, feeling, thinking, anything that feels separate from God, feels separate from yourself, you will see that reflected back to you by your twin flame. And when you're feeling a lot of love for yourself or love for life, love for God, you will see that also reflected back to you by your twin flame, because your twin flame is a direct reflection of your relationship with God, and they are the only one who will mirror your complete relationship with God. So this is why the mirror exercise is so important, because sometimes your twin flame is mirroring things to you that does not feel good or does not look great on the outside. And the mirror exercise is supposed to help you feel better within by being able to find and pinpoint where maybe you might be doing this within yourself. Not even maybe. If your twin flame is mirroring something to you, then you are absolutely 100% doing that core upset somewhere within yourself. And the mirror exercise is meant to help you pinpoint it or just find the feeling so that you can heal it. Now, with the mirror exercise, I want to remind you guys that I do not use the mirror exercise to get my twin flame to change. I use the mirror exercise to get myself to change how I feel about how my twin flame is showing up. My twin flame sometimes will do things that really trigger insecurities within me, trigger past beliefs or traumas that come up from my past. And I could easily project them onto him. Sometimes I have, sometimes he's projected onto me, but it's always stemmed from past hurts. And because we're each other's perfect mirror and twin flame, we are going to be the ones who trigger that within each other. And so the mirror exercise helps you learn how to love yourself in that space that's triggered and hurt, in order to heal that misalignment and separation within yourself, and ultimately healing it between you and your twin flame and between you and God. So the mirror exercise is not meant to change your twin flame in any way. It's meant to help you change how you're looking at the situation and feeling about the situation that your twin flame is mirroring and bringing up to the surface for you to be cleared, so that you can go deeper into love with yourself, with God, and with them in that space. So the mirror exercise is 4 steps. It is the first one, identifying the upset. The second step will be turning the upset towards yourself, and I will walk you through that in just a minute. The third step is identifying if there's any truth about the upset within yourself. And step 4 is loving that part of yourself that is moving through the upset until you feel peace and bringing them completely home, which is bringing that misaligned part of you back home into wholeness, and then feeling complete there. Now, we also don't do the mirror exercise and then look to the outside to see if it's healed or changed anything within your union, because then at the core, you're not really doing it to love yourself, you're doing it to get something outside of yourself, and it won't work that way. That's manipulation. And best believe the universe can tell if you are being true or not. God knows when you're being true or not. And your twin flame can feel when you've actually healed it or not. So you can't manipulate or lie your way through it. You will find that you will always keep working through the same upset until it's completely healed at the core. So we can talk about commitment, because this is something that tends to come up with twin flames. My twin flame is not committing to me. So step 1 would be, I am upset with my twin flame because they are not committing to me. And as you go deeper into mastering the mirror exercise, you'll start to realize that it's not so much the commitment part, it's more of how does it make you feel. I'm upset that my twin flame is not committing to me because it feels like I am not enough for him. So then step 2 would be I'm upset with myself because I am not committing to myself and it makes me feel not enough within myself. And then step 3 would be identifying if there's any truth to that. And yes, there is truth. If you're ever having an upset, then there's always going to be truth to the statement. And step 4 would be finding that part of myself that feels like it's not okay to fully commit to myself and that I don't feel enough here. And I ask her what she needs to feel loved, and she wants to feel accepted and wanted and needs validation that she's unconditionally loved. And as I give that to her, she feels a lot calmer and safer. And I continue just loving this part of myself until I feel completely just filled up and whole and I don't feel like I'm lacking anything. Because in truth, you never lack anything with God and with your true twin flame. You have all the abundance within yourself. Yeah, it feels complete here. So I just imagine giving that part of myself a huge hug until she completely melts into my heart center and becomes one with me. And at first, when I heard the mirror exercise described to me, I thought it was a bunch of like, okay, whatever. But as I really started putting this to work, especially around my fears around my finances, it really started to help me come to a place of peace where I was actually regulating my nervous system. And that was something I didn't have. I didn't have a tool to regulate my nervous system. I've heard of breath work and I've heard of meditation. I've tried both those. But the mirror exercise really helped me get to a place logically, but also emotionally, to where I could really give myself that motherly parenting nurture that I needed in order to get myself through the upset. The more that I did that, the quicker I moved through upsets and the faster the solution came to me or the upset just resolved itself. And so the mirror exercise isn't only to just attract your twin flame, it's to help you attract everything in your life ultimately. It actually helped me attract this apartment that I'm in, which I'll do a video here after I get all my Christmas decorations up. But I will share a video on how I manifested this apartment using the mirror exercise. But ultimately, I just had to work through all of my fears that came up. Like, I'm upset because this apartment feels like it's too much or that it's out of my reach, and then having to go within and see those parts where I felt that about myself. And as I truly came to places of peace, things just kind of fell into place, and then I ended up moving into this apartment very quickly after. So this mirror exercise is meant to help you heal and come to a place of peace with anything within your life that feels not so good, but especially with your true twin flame. It actually helps you be able to harmonize with your twin flame and live with them and be around them for long periods of time, because they're going to be mirroring you at all given points, at all times. There's not ever going to be a time where your twin flame is not mirroring you. So you want to learn to master mirroring the mirror exercise and really honoring the process of the mirror exercise, because it will transform your life, and not just your relationship, but in your finances, your career, with your children, just anything that really can upset you throughout your day. And you'll recognize that you'll find that you're in more peace throughout your day than you are in upset, because you're able to move through it and love yourself in those places so much quicker. So mirror exercise, I would highly recommend mastering. If you need more support on that, please feel free to reach out for an introductory session. You'll find that link below. And I've helped a lot of people heal deep upsets around family, around their twin flame, around finances, around whatever you can think of, using the mirror exercise and helping them move all the way through. Having an Ascension coach is really supportive. I've been working with one for 6 years, and there's times where I think I've gotten to the core of something, and then my coach, because they're on the outside, they're not in the middle of the upset, they're able to show me things where I might have like a blind spot to, or where I might be numbed out to. So having an Ascension coach has been 100% one of the biggest supports that I could ever receive on this journey, because they really help me see also from a different perspective. Sometimes I'm so mad at my twin flame that I don't always want to move through the upset, but they really help hold space and help me see that he's just loving me and he's helping me see where I need to love a part of myself. So if you would like deeper support, definitely reach out. But again, I hope this video was helpful. The mirror exercise is going to be your best friend if you use it wisely and correctly. And I just wish you so many blessings on your journey, and that you come into harmonious union with your perfect and ultimate lover, because you absolutely deserve that. Peace, love, and faith.